Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. If you are new here, please like and subscribe for future content. Right. Captain Marvel. I've been going around having a quick look at a few things on the internet, and I stumbled across an article in The Guardian from Ben Child, and this is done from this past Thursday, and it's obviously going to pop it on here now. Captain Marvel, why sexist attempts at sabotage will fail. Brie Larson is a brand new Public Enemy #1, but the movie is still on track for a US bow of more than 100 million. So he goes on in the article to say about sexist keyboard warriors everywhere. The mere sight of Captain Marvel's Brie Larson must be enough to make them break out in hives. The article goes on to say that it's mostly men, but if you look online you'll see a hell of a lot of women also who have issues with this. So, obviously it goes on to say about what the film's about and all this, but it's when he says here, this to the average men's rights advocate is a concept of irredeemable outlandishness. For Danvers is a slender, sylph-like female in a natty 80s-inspired suit. Actually, it's 90s, but he actually says later on as well the film is set in the 80s. So for someone who actually goes by Ben Child Geek and writes weekend geek superhero movies, he doesn't exactly know what he's going on about straight away. So, obviously it goes on saying about, obviously, when Larson, she's... comments about a year ago, obviously the critics and the white male critic thing, what she said. But there's one by here which I actually like as well. Remember how upset they got about Charlize Theron telling Tom Hardy's Mad Max what to do in Fury Road? I can't actually remember seeing any of that, to be honest with you. I absolutely love Fury Road, and Charlize Theron is the best in it. She is absolutely incredible in it. She's also incredible in Atomic Blonde. It's, again, a lot of these media pages, they go on saying, misguided and clickbaity titles and headlines. Well, these are the people who are putting it out. These are the ones who want to cause this kind of havoc amongst people. Again, because they get clicks, and, they're the ones who these are the ones who want to make up the news that there's something going on. But all people have done, the ones who are against Captain Marvel, they're not against Captain Marvel. They're against Brie Larson and her mind of how and what she's saying. Again, there's an interview she has done with Fox 5 in DC, which she goes on and, again, she doesn't actually answer any of the questions that is handed to her. She just kind of goes off on one and just says like little bits of random trivia, which, to me, I think that actually shows that Kevin Feige and a few other people, they've probably told her, right, let's stop with this or lay up on it and don't do it as much. That's what I think's happened with that. But there's a question that the interviewer asks. He asks about Shazam, obviously, and which is out in April. Zach Levy, and obviously Captain Marvel is out in 2 weeks' time. So you got Captain Marvel and Shazam is the original Captain Marvel. So, and he asked her a question about it, and she completely bypassed the question. It was almost like she didn't actually know there was a Shazam and a Captain Marvel over in DC. I don't think she actually knows that it's a DC character, Shazam. But, again, that's neither here or there. But, yeah, so when you go by here, somewhere in the fetid corner of the internet, the trolls, or possibly Russian stooges, blinked and raised themselves from their fitful slumber. The knives have been sharpened, and just a few weeks later we have the first signal that Larson is the brand new #1 enemy. Its Captain Marvel has been bombarded with negative audience reviews. Right, he says here, it's not reviews. On Rotten Tomatoes at the moment, there is a poll going on saying, are you going to see it, yes or no? That is it. And the majority of people have gone no. That is all. And again, the media, again, like this guy here, this Ben Child, who writes Week in Geek, he writes Week in Geek and he doesn't even know the stories. Which, again, that's just just hypocrisy in my, it's like, what are you doing? You're going on saying, oh yeah, this, that and the other about Captain Marvel. Mate, you don't even know what time period it's set in. I know what time period it's in, and I'm one not against the film. I'm one against Brie Larson, the way she's conducted herself in promoting this movie. She hasn't promoted this movie. Look at the interviews that she's been doing. People are asking her questions, and she's like, oh, yeah. But it's that DC Fox 5 interview. It's the way she talks about and every question is... It's almost like she's dumbed down a bit. Straight away, she's gone in there and she's talking like this. It's like, I don't know, is that right? I remember. It's like asking a question each time. Brie, this is not you. We know it's not you, and obviously Kevin Feige or someone has probably told you to dial it down. But it's, again, you got by it. Unfortunately for the haters, this latest campaign to ruin a Marvel's movie box office hope seems no more likely to prove successful than last year's effort to destroy Black Panther's Rotten Tomatoes score. Currently, Black Panther sits at 97%, so I don't know how that was going to be destroyed. But because Black Panther is a good movie. It's a good fucking movie, You got me here, an Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck's film, which is set in the 1980s. Actually, it's the 1990s, and features a digital DH Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury is tracking for a US bow more than 100 million, which would place it among Marvel's most successful films. Actually, no it won't, because their most successful films are over $1 billion, and Captain Marvel is not going to make anywhere near that. The way I see Captain Marvel will probably make in the 650 to 750 million range, which would put it just between the middle and top of the origin films, which is roughly about where it goes. Obviously, you got Black Panther currently stands at the 9th highest grossing film of all time with 1.3. Obviously, Avengers is the 4th highest film ever with 2 billion. And, those are good because those are great films. A lot of people, they're moaning about all of this and people who are having a go of it. It's not going to ruin Marvel. Again, it's like if Brie Larson just attempted to promote the movie properly, properly, we wouldn't be here with all these issues. That's it. Mecha Random, she did a great video the other day regarding this, and what she said in the video is exactly how I think about Brie Larson. Brie Larson doesn't think after she thinks of something to say, she thinks it's great, but she doesn't exactly know where that's going to land her. Like, obviously, with the comment in the Fox 5 DC interview, she goes, I just wanted to bring more people to the table. Why didn't you say that first of all? That would have made sense, and it wouldn't have made all of this nonsense has happened. If you just said, I want to bring more people to the table, no one's having their chairs taken away, that's great. Again, I just think that she went about it the wrong way, and obviously with what she said, just again, the media, the mass media, so newspapers, online websites, they just pick out one thing, and they're going to run with that just so they can get clicks, just so they can make revenue on the website. Exactly how people on YouTube make it. You got people having to go, oh, these YouTubers, they're making horrible videos, they're making money off this. Well, you're making money off the shit you're putting out there. So, before you harass someone for what they say online, maybe you should take a step back and look what you're doing. That's how it should be. Anyway, if you are new here, please like and subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for future updates, and we'll see you soon.